Всем привет, ребята! Это 46-я часть прохождения игры Final Fantasy XVI. Мы продолжаем проходить испытания хронолитов. Следующий хронолит с испытаниями Титана находится в пустыне Велкроа. Поставим метку на карте. Испытание землей. В пространстве этого древнего Менгира Клайва ждет суровое испытание. Он должен одолеть множество врагов, используя силу лишь одного айкона — Титана. Начнем испытание. Этап номер 1. Первый этап завершен. Переходим на второй этап. Второй этап завершен, переходим на третий. Третий этап завершен, осталось сразиться с надзирателем испытаний. Надзиратель испытаний убит. Награда «Милость земли, гнев земли». Выходим из хронолита. Испытание землей пройдено. Длань Титана. Следующий хронолит находится в Нортриче. Сразу поставим метку на карте.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Hang the duke and his The bastard's not brave and rather high.
What say you then? Will you stand with me against
If Philippe's gone, who's our new captain?
One of the Duke's guard, most likely.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
None worth mentioning.
Испытание светом. В пространстве этого древнего Мингира Клайва ждет суровое испытание. Он должен одолеть множество врагов, используя силу лишь одного айкона Багамута. Начнем испытание. Этап номер 1. Первый этап завершен. Переходим ко второму этапу. Второй этап завершен. На очереди третий этап. Третий этап завершен. Осталось сразиться с надзирателем испытаний. Надзиратель испытаний убит. Награда «Милость света», гига-вспышка. Выходим из хронолита. Испытание светом пройдено. Длань Миманта. Испытания хронолита завершены. Получен круг Малея. Теперь отправимся в убежище. Поговорим с Отто.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder, and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion's spires can be found in the oldest of Walistian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Пока что новых побочных заданий у нас нет, так что поговорим с Джошуа.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Зайдем в комнату Клайва. Осмотрим стену воспоминаний. Круг Малия. Точная репродукция древней фрески с изображением айконов и их создателя Ультимы. Основой ее служит неполный гобелен, хранимый вечными в Тейбере, и наброски, которые Джошуа сделал по стенной росписи в древней крепости на Эше, где, судя по всему, проводил свои обряды ныне давно забытый культ. Поговорим с Джилл.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Прочитаем письма. Не в духе. Если не заметил, в последнее время бедный Торгал постоянно бродит по корме и скулит, что твой Гэв, когда выпьет лишнего. Что-то беспокоит пса. Сомневаюсь, что запас костей антилоп. Харан. Отреагируем на беспокойство Харан.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Задание важнее слов. Осмотрим Торгала на корме.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next?
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen worse.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Пойдем вслед за Торгалом.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Переместимся в порт Изольда. Идем к причалу. Садимся в лодку.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
Идем вглубь острова.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal, for never giving up, for never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
Выйдем на холм.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Задание выполнено. Получен обожженный меч для упражнений и клык ковала +1. Вернемся в убежище. Опять зайдем в комнату Клайва. На стене воспоминаний появилось кое-что новое. Обожженный меч для упражнений. Старый меч для упражнений, который Торгал спас во время вторжения железнокровок, а затем спрятал в самом первом убежище Клайва. Этот объект служит символом того, кем был и стал лорд Росфилд, а также напоминает о нерасторжимой связи между настоящими друзьями. Прочтем следующее письмо. Поиски утраченной книги. Не хотелось бы доставлять забот, однако все же обращусь с одним предложением, потенциально выгодным и для тебя. Есть в этом мире книги, обладание которыми само по себе считается преступлением. Одна из таких издалека пробудила во мне жажду знаний, неутолимую и по сей день. Я не прочь вновь заполучить себе экземпляр этого произведения. Если тяги к неизведанному окажется недостаточно, знай, Услуги того, кто отправится на поиски, будут оплачены. Письмо от Вивиан. Откликнемся на ее просьбу.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Задание «Неудобная правда». Поговорим с Вивиан.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Теперь нам нужно поговорить с Арфакратом.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers, a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm. but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Переместимся в Видергресс. Нам нужно добраться до Гарника.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Осмотрим дом. Отчет о подготовке королевских лазутчиков. С учетом потерь в рядах королевских лазутчиков, понесенных в ходе пожара в замке Норвит в 873 году Валистийской эры, все крепости на материке получили предписание увеличить количество упражнений, связанных со скрытыми маневрами, использованием подручного оружия и техниками убийства, а также отправить перспективных добровольцев на проверку в Станхюр. В этом отчете изложены сведения об успехах, которых крепость Гарник достигла в деле подготовки новых лазутчиков, гордости армии Валут.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
О ядах и травах. Этрофетида или вивернохвост. Белый цветок с черным корнем. Последний, будучи разрезанным или раздавленным, дает темный сок. Еретики Северного Сторма смачивают в нем иглы и наносят на кожу замысловатые узоры во славу своих богов. Жидкость эта крайне ядовита. Всего одна капля на язык вызывает мучительные судороги, длящиеся 5 дней и 5 ночей. При попадании отравы в кровь человек погибает мгновенно. Если из-за соскользнувшей иглы вдруг оборвется жизнь иного молодого северного воина, старейшины скажут, что его татуировки не понравились богам.
His interests were certainly varied.
Издалека. Глава 16. Падение носителей. Появление первых адептов магии воспринималось как дар богов. Современное именование людей, получивших его, скорее всего произошло от полной версии «носитель божественного благословения», распространенной в прошлом. В те времена к рожденным с даром относились как к живым кристаллам, осыпая их всеми возможными благами, чтобы подчеркнуть особый статус. Постепенно всеобщее восхваление переросло в настоящую религию, главными проповедниками которой на свою беду стали сами носители. Жившие тогда народы с неодобрением относились к основыванию подобной церкви. Даже властимущие, что позволяли обладателям дара занимать высокие позиции в обществе, не испытывали доверия к организации, созданной для носителей и возглавляемой ими же. Вскоре последователи религии подверглись гонениям. Им запретили занимать серьезные должности и стали выселять из собственных домов, а собрания носителей прерывали не без применения силы. В ответ адепты магии собрали добровольческую армию, чтобы отбиваться от притеснений, но те не унимались. Начался бесконечный цикл кровопролития, лишь расширявший пропасть между одаренными и обычными людьми. Погромы и уличные стычки переросли в полномасштабную войну, в ходе которой на большей части близнецов воцарился хаос. Кровавый потоп, захлестнувший Валистию почти на целый век, унес бесчисленное множество жизней с обеих сторон и наложил несмываемый отпечаток на сознание жителей этого мира. Когда сопротивление последних отрядов носителей наконец сломили, валистийцы подписали континентальное соглашение, в котором были изложены принципы системы рабства, действующие и по сей день. Широко известная фраза «носитель не совсем человек» является отголоском той горькой войны и единственным оправданием, которое позволяет не имеющим дар выстраивать судьбу носителей как заблагорассудится. Нам нужно покинуть Гарник.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
Сражаемся с инквизиторами. Враги убиты. Награда кладкамин, верит, стальной шелк и магический пепел.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind.
It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's give this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Осмотрим локацию и вернемся к Вивиан.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Задание выполнено. Получена шапочка ученого. Сохранимся и на этом закончим эту часть.